Ladies and gentlemen, today I'll be showing you how to complete ASTRA MALORUM Easter egg with this very simple guide. Let's go. First thing you need to do is to build the LGM1, that's the wonder weapon. First you need to do is to turn on power. The game will prompt you on how to collect two parts to do that. Once you've got the two parts, go to the Pack-a-Punch and interact with the pipe organ. That's where Pack-a-Punch is. Now interact the side of the Pack-a-Punch and this becomes a 1 minute lockdown where you have to defend the Pack-a-Punch while it's getting built. This can be very hard, so be careful. Now you have finished with the lockdown, make sure to pack your current weapon as it's needed to collect an item. Now head to the spawn room, that's where old Tessie is, and when you get in front of her, shoot the front of the car and this will drop a car battery. Another part can be collected from Oscar, the elite robot. All you have to do is just shoot one of the UFOs around his body and it will drop a part. Then the third part is from a flickering light from around the map. So keep looking around and you will find one of these lamps flickering and then just shoot it and it will drop some wires. Now you've collected the parts, return back to the telescope room, Pack-a-Punch, and you have to shoot 6 to 8 steam pipes. And you have to do this very quickly, otherwise you have to wait a few minutes to redo it again. So as you can see on the screen, just keep looking around, but of course you can also hear them in the directions. Just shoot them with your normal gun until you have finished and the telescope starts moving and opening up. This is when things become tedious. You need to get Oscar into the Pack-a-Punch room and you need to laser beam him, but make sure you get the telescope lined up near the sun for doing this, as the sun spawns in different locations in every game. So get Oscar near and then line up to the sun, exit out, and then get Oscar into the laser to kill him. Another tip as well, make sure you do this very quickly as Oscar has spawned on the other side of the map when doing this for me, and it is very annoying to get him back as he is very slow. This next one you need to get Oscar again. He can spawn after a couple of rounds. Now you need to head to the laser trap room. This is where he needs to charge. So when the both of you are in the room, activate the trap and just walk around, kill the zombies around him until he's finished his charging until he dies. And that is the second Oscar done. Now you need to get a third Oscar. This is when you need cryo freeze for your gun. Sadly, you have to be level 12 to get the cryo freeze ammo mod. Now walking around the map, there will be purple ether crystals and with your gun, shoot them to get shards. You need to collect 3 of them. Sadly, I have tried figuring out different ways on how to get without getting to level 12 for cryo freeze. If I do find something, it will be down in the description. Once you've got the shards, head to the speed cola room. This is the space museum. Now you need to get Oscar near this rocket. Once he's close, activate this button beside the rocket. You have 5 seconds to get Oscar near the back of it to kill him, as you can see on the screen. And when he's close, he'll die and the wonder weapon will pop out of him, and congratulations, you have got the LGM1 in ASTRA MALORUM. Congratulations. Now you have to wait for a Oscar to spawn. This is a special one as he will give you a 3-planet code. Be very careful, stay your distance behind him and let him do whatever he likes. A monologue will happen and a 3-planet code will be said. If he locks onto you, just run around the map until he is not, then go back behind him until a 3-planet code is said. Now you need to get the numbers in order of the planet's solar system. So for me, it was Venus, Mars, and Uranus. So that was 2, 4, 7. And of course, it's different in every game. And once you've got the code, go back to the telescope room and pull it into this machine. Now an elevator will come down. Jump onto the elevator and pick up the key from the dead guy. Now go to the rocket where you have to put the ice shards in to kill Oscar. Near the exfil, there is a cabinet. Smash the glass to pick up the saw. Now if you just follow on the screen and head to this guy in this iron lung, interact with it and he will come out, and now you have to saw his head to pick up a brain. Oscar will spawn, so don't worry about him. Now quickly head to the planetary museum and interact with this canister on the side. A 1 minute lockdown. Now you have to protect it until the timer is up. When it's done, interact with it and pick up the brain. Now head to the teleport room. This is where the big scale of the solar system is. Now interact with this machine. Once you've done that, head back to the Pack-a-Punch room, interact with the telescope. Now move it to the Mars, and now you need a 4-digit code. As you see on the screen, it is different in every game. Now head back to the brain canister, interact with it to craft it, then go upstairs and then interact with this machine to put the 4-digit code in. Once you've done that, now go back to the brain. On the black screen, there will be book titles. There can be 4 to 6 books, so make sure to write these down. To make it easy for you, just write the last word of the book title instead of writing the whole title. So let's start with this. You have to start once you see this book title on the screen, but you don't count this one. It's the first one after this. So for me, I got 4. So I got the Black Vial, the Knowable Void, Witchlight Codex, and the Silence of the Singularity. But as I said, you can get more in other games. Once you've got your books, head to the library. This is just through this door. As you can see on the screen, there is a statue on the left and 3 bookcases on the right. All you have to do is to find your book, how many times you have to turn the statue's head. So when ready, interact with the 3 locations of the books. So I didn't have one here. I got the Black Veil, so that's 1. In the 3rd location, I didn't get another. So in this section right here for this statue, it's 1 turn. So it's 1 book. If you turn behind you, it's the same for this one. There's a statue on the right and 3 bookcases on the left. Interact with these 3 book locations to find your book. So I interacted with this book, not that one. The second one, not that one. And the 3rd one is the correct one. So for me, this is 1 book, 1 turn. And the 3rd location is next to the stamina machine. As you can see, the statue's on the left and the bookshelves are on the right. To go up to the bookshelf, interact with it to find your book. So for me, this was 2 books. You can turn the statues at any time during a round. I've seen many guides of people telling you to turn the statues within the first 15 seconds of the round. Once you've found how many turns you need to do, go to your first statue. So for this one, it's 1 turn. Then I went to my second statue, and that was also 1 turn, as it was 1 book. And then I went to my 3rd statue, and it was 2 turns, because I had 2 books. Now a door will open above the ladder. Climb up the ladder and pick up Neptune. With the item, go to the big scale teleport room and go up to the 2nd floor. Interact with this bar to put Neptune on. Now you need to find 3 pages around the map. The first one is in the room with you, down on a cabinet. Make sure to write these down. As you can see, these are my planets. So I'll go to the first location and it's northwest Saturn. My second location is in the laser trap room on the shelf here. So it's southwest Neptune, but of course yours would be different. And my 3rd location was in the library where you got the Neptune part on this desk. Just look around and it's northeast Mars. Once you've written those down, you have to head back to the teleport room with your gun. You have to shoot the correct planet that you got on the pages into the correct location. So for me, Saturn will have to be in northwest. Then Neptune will have to be in southwest. Then Mars will have to be in northeast. Once you've done it correctly, interact with the brain and a lockdown will begin. A Oscar will spawn, but he will be invincible. All you have to do is shoot the UFOs around him that is heading towards the teleporters, as this will delay it. So if you hear the sounds of the UFOs going, you have to shoot them before it hits the teleporter. This will be quite difficult, so keep a distance and an eye on the UFOs. This is a good location right here to circle around, to keep an eye on the UFOs, and to keep him with you at all times. Once the timer is up, you have completed the lockdown. Now you are taken to Mars. Once you're in Mars, an item will fall from the sky in the middle of the podium. Go and pick it up. Then come back to the top and then interact with this pillar. At every round, for the first 20 seconds, a sound from the device will happen. If you miss this opportunity, you have to go to the next round to redo it again. When the sound happens, look out of this window. With your gun, shoot the pillar to get the item. So you shoot this first pillar, and then shoot the second pillar, and the 3rd one, and then the 4th one. And then quickly as possible turn around and then shoot the 5th one above the podium. All you have to do is keep running around shooting the pillar above the podium to keep the item near you. During low gravity, the item will slowly come towards you. Make sure to keep shooting pillar above the podium until the item is close to you. Then pick it up. Now go to the corner of the arena, place it on the stone structure. Now, if you turn around with your wonder weapon, you have to shoot 5 pillars what has symbols on them. So as you can see on the screen, I've got my first one here, then my second one is here, then the 3rd, and then 4th, and then 5th. Now return back to Pack-a-Punch to the pipe organ and interact with it. This will show you 5 symbols. Now you have to write the symbols down in order. The third symbol is static. You still have to write that one down as it's needed for the pillars. Now head to Mars. As you can see on the screen, I've helped you with the guide of matching the symbols on the pillar to the ones on the ones at the pipe organ, as they are very hard to understand. Now correctly interact with the correct pillars. If you fail this, you have 3 tries in 1 round. If not, you have to go to the next one. The third symbol that is static is the odd symbol that wasn't shown at the pipe organ. So here are my symbols. So I've interacted with my first pillar right here. Then this is my second one here. Then I ran all the way up the stairs up to this one. Then I've interacted with it. Then I've come along and jumped, because it's low gravity, to the 4th one. And then my 5th one is just up here. Now you are literally at boss fight. Make sure you've got the gobblegums of cashback, raindrops, and there's a new strategy with Frenzy Guard that you can literally obliterate the bosses. I'm sure you can find that guide on YouTube before Treyarch patch it. So once you were all ready, now interact with the machine on the podium. This is the boss fight. Ladies and gentlemen, this boss fight has 4 phases. The first one is a soul filling. All you have to do is run around, kill zombies and mimics while he's shooting an electric beam at you that deals a lot of damage. Just run around, kill zombies to charge one of the Tesla coils. Once it's fully charged, your screen will go white. Then go up to the podium and craft the brain of that Tesla coil to shoot. The second mini phase, he will shoot electric beam at you. He will fire lava balls at you that will literally 2-hit you. So be very, very careful. Same thing as before, shoot the zombies around to fill up the Tesla coil. Your screen will go white and then go up to the podium to craft the brain to shoot the Tesla coil. Then the third mini phases, he will shoot the electric beam. Then the lava, whole bottom of the arena will be gas. And all you have to be doing is standing on the circle podium at the front or the one on the top. As the same as before, kill the zombies to charge the Tesla coil. Once your screen has gone white, go to the brain, craft it, and then both Tesla coils will shoot at him, and phase 1 is complete. Here is phase 2. He will now become a mobile rock creature. All you have to do is run around and destroy the armor on him. He can throw rocks at you, so be very careful where they land. Use your wonder weapon to break the shield from him, a vulnerable spot on him. And then with your secondary, hopefully it's a full auto, just laser the weakness on him to lower his health. And there you go. Phase 2 is done. Phase 3 and 4 is literally the same, but phase 4, he moves a lot faster. But he can throw massive pillars at you that can literally one-hit you. So be very, very careful. There's also purple fog on the ground that can literally 2-hit you, so be very careful as well on that one. As same as before, use your wonder weapon to break the armor on him, and then with your full auto gun, keep beaming at the vulnerable spot on him to lower his health. And if you keep repeating this over and over again, you have completed ASTRA MALORUM Easter egg with this very simple guide. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. Click the video on the screen right now to complete Ashes of the Damned Easter egg if you haven't done that yet. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.